guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the first favorites of 2020. Actually, I did some in January, so this is technically the second favorite. Anyways, welcome to my January favorites. It's actually the first favorites of the months in this year. So the first month, January, which January was a rough month for everyone. It was intense. I feel like for everyone, it's been a lot. It also felt like it was 225 years long, which I'm glad it's over. And yeah, we're here with our favorites. Let's get right into it. The first product I have is from Farsali, and it's the liquid glass that I got in my BoxyCharm, and this is the Radiance Make Skin Serum with hyaluronic acid. I love this stuff, and I honestly feel like I've always judged their products without even trying them. And you know, that's wrong of me, but it is what it is. We're here now. I have them in the favorites. I really like this stuff, and I feel like it's been making my skin, my foundation just look so much nicer. And I can honestly tell it's this product. It's the only different product that I've been using, or maybe it's just a combination of these products that I've been using, like with this primer. But it does make my skin look a lot nicer, smoother, softer, more airbrushed, and I'm loving that look. So I prep my skin and do my moisturizer. Then I let my moisturizer dry, and then I go ahead and apply this. And I pat it in all over my face, let it dry, and then go in with my primer. So this is a product I use before my primer. I still apply primer because this doesn't fill any pores or make my skin matte, which I know it's kind of like weird. I apply radiance only to mattify that radiance, but it's something that's been working on my skin and it looks amazing. So I ain't even going to question it because I've been loving it. So then I go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And you guys know I raved about the Tatcha. I still love that stuff. I have a smaller version of it. But since I finished my full size, I was like, you know what? Let me just get this out of the way and start using it. I fell in love. I did like it when I first used it compared to the Tatcha when I was using it. Obviously, I prefer the Tatcha more just for the added skincare benefits, but this has still been amazing. So I've been using it a lot nonstop. Every time I use my makeup, this is what I do, and I like it so much. I do want to try the matte version of this because now they have a matte and a illuminating, hydrating, one of those, tomato. But definitely for me, it would be to try the matte one. This does fill in my pores, and I love that. So we're good with that. Then foundation, I have been using this baby again. I feel like I've been shopping my stash a lot instead of buying makeup, which is good for me. And it's been good using old products that were my favorites at one time, and you know, getting to finish them up so they won't completely go bad and I won't have to throw them out, because I feel like that hurts me more. Like it hurts my heart having to throw a product that went bad. So I rather, you know, go and use all this stuff before buying new foundations and all that. Anyways, let me get to the point. This has been the foundation I have been loving a lot. The NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I love this stuff so much. I can't believe I stopped using it. But at the same time, I bought so many foundations at one point that now I'm trying to work through them all so that I can then buy new ones and not just keep buying new ones and keep like having the other ones go bad. I'm trying. I have mine in the shade Soft Beige, and I love it. It's full coverage, but you don't have to apply so much. It's not cakey, and it's not too, like, you know, intense matte. It's just a perfect matte, in my opinion. And then, of course, I set this, and the setting powder that I use that I have been loving is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. Now, I know this is a loose finishing powder, but this sets my makeup so freaking beautifully that I don't care. I mean, if you really wanted to use it as a finishing powder, just grab a brush and, you know, finish your makeup. I take my dry Juno & Co sponge and I set my under eye concealer, and then I set the rest of my face, and it looks fabulous. It keeps me oil free. It keeps my skin matte. It keeps it looking, you know, how it looks right after I apply it. So smooth and so airbrushed. I love this powder. I have mine in the shade 05 Fair, and it's beautiful. Let's move on to concealers. So I have two favorite concealers. This one, I've been talking about it since last year, 6 months ago. I love it. The Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer is literally still one of my favorites. I have mine in the shade 11 Light Medium. This concealer is so freaking good. I love this stuff so much. It's a concealer that is, in my opinion, full coverage and a little bit matte, but it doesn't get crusty dusty under the eyes. It doesn't crepe up. It doesn't settle in my fine lines. It looks nice under the eyes, and I love it. I know it's a higher end or higher in price, but I think it's definitely worth it. It's a really good concealer, and it's one of my favorites. And then the other one that I am obsessed with, and I don't know, I was so surprised that this worked out so well for my skin, and I think that's why I tell you guys, like I'm obsessed with it. And it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Radiance Concealer. And I know I have oily skin, but I am never oily under my eyes. I'm sometimes a little dry, and I have a lot of fine lines. So I thought this was going to settle, crack, budge, and it doesn't. It's so beautiful under the eyes that I was impressed. And it gives such a nice, healthy glow even after I set my my concealer. Even when I set it, it just looks like illuminated under my eyes without being glittery, shiny, or none of that. It's just beautiful. I love it. I have mine in the shade C6, and I feel like it's a perfect shade. So yeah, this is medium to full coverage. They do have their other matte one that's full coverage. I like that one too. I feel like I'm lucky to where hydrating and matte concealers work very good under my eyes, because, I mean, this is more of a matte full coverage concealer, and this is hydrating medium to full coverage, and they both look beautifully under my eyes. So thank you, Jesus. Now let's move on to some face products. Two highlighters, but I'm actually holding my blush. Two blushes that I have been really loving are from Milani. Now, I haven't had Milani blushes in forever. So when I placed an order for a few of their new things, I was like, you know what, how do you say aprovechar? Let me take advantage of this opportunity that I'm placing an order and order my absolute favorite blush from them, which is Berry Amore. And this is their baked powder blushes, which are my absolute favorite. I don't know, baked blushes, I feel like just look more pretty on my skin. More pretty? They look prettier. They look prettier on my skin, and I prefer them a lot more than matte blushes. Blushes? Blushes? I cannot speak to it. I prefer them a lot more than matte blushes, and this one is one of my favorites. If you're looking for really good blushes from the drugstore, these are amazing. This color is my absolute favorite since back then. It gives you such a beautiful glowy sheen to the skin, like a healthy glow, and that's actually what I'm wearing today, and I love it. And then I've been using this color as well, Luminoso, which is their absolute most popular color in their brand. And this is more of a peachy corally blush, which is absolutely beautiful. And I know I'm going to love this a lot more in spring and summer, if I'm already loving it now in winter. But it's just so beautiful. And this is a baby one because it was like free with my purchase, as well as this Milani Make It Last. These two little products were free with that order I placed. And I love that I got to try this color because it's beautiful. And then I have two highlighters. One of them I'm probably bored you guys of talking about it already, and it's a Physicians Formula Rose All Day Petal Glow Highlighter. I can't help it. I really like this highlighter. I need to hide it from myself. Even though I bought a new color, although that new color didn't really work out for me, this is just my ride or die. And it's actually what I'm wearing today. Do you guys see how perfect this gold shade is? There's certain golds that look muddy and dirty on my skin. Like if I'm looking at you guys like this, you can see like I have some like a swipe of something, and it just looks dark, and you know, it doesn't glow unless I turn, and I'm not going to be talking to people like this. So those golds are just too dark for my skin tone. This is the perfect gold, like absolute perfection if you have light skin. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This other one, which is a color Soft Petal, it's a gorgeous color. I thought it was going to fit me well and be good for my skin, but it's kind of like a shifting highlighter. As you can see, it looks light, but once you blend it out, it's no longer like that light shade. And I kind of had to pack it on. It's a really pretty like rose gold pink, but as you can see, it's going to be way too dark on my skin. I already tried it. It looked like a hot mess. So needless to say, I will probably be giving that to my aunts, one of my aunts, and I feel like it'll fit their skin tone better than it did on me. The next highlighter is from Pixie, and I think I mentioned this in my last favorites. But you guys know I'm a creature of habit. When I tell you I like something, I will use it day after day, month after month, until I'm like, I need to hide this from myself so I can use something else. But this palette has been gorgeous. This is a collaboration they did with Rach Loves when they did their whole like Pixie Pretties, or it was, I forgot the name of the whole collection, but they did a collaboration with different influencers. This palette, oh my gosh. I don't use these two colors right here, because again, this one's like that deep color that'll look super dirty on my skin. And this is just too lilac, too intense for a highlight on me personally. I would do more of an eyeshadow look, like a very pretty lavender, which is very, very popular right now. All the pastel shades are super, super popular right now. So yeah, anyways, the colors I use are all these other three. Or girl, are these other three shades right here. I cannot speak today. And I mix them all together, or I'll use one of them, but I love using them all mixed, and I think they're beautiful. The color Lace, the color Tea, and the color Clutch. Gorgeous. So this one, I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a bomb highlighter palette. That one's beautiful. Now let's move on to palettes. I have two eyeshadow palettes that I have been using non-stop, and I've been doing kind of the same like rose gold mauve pink on the eyes, and it's just my go-to look lately. This palette, I haven't had a Too Faced palette in ages. I bought one Too Faced palette, and it was their Natural Eyes when the packaging was still super chunky and it was like that cardboard material. That palette, I still have it somewhere stashed in my drawers because it's a keepsake for me. It was like my first, I think that was like my first Sephora purchase, and I was so excited. Like, you know, Too Faced back then, it was like a super wow brand. You know, for little 15-year-old me getting her little first Sephora palette, I was pumped. I got this one in my BoxyCharm. You know, let me get to the point. And this is their Palm Springs palette. It's a long ass name. Cocktail Party Eyeshadow Palette. And then on here it says Palm Springs. So this palette is gorgeous. And the formula is amazing. I was pretty shook, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I was very surprised. The colors I've been using so much are these two right here. This other matte one up here. And then these right here. These two shimmeries. Especially this one down here, which is called Buzzkill. It's been my favorite. I put it on with my finger and it looks so beautiful on the lid. This palette is just so pretty. And if you don't have BoxyCharm and didn't get this palette, this is definitely one that's worth picking up. I love it. And then the next one is this one from Huda Beauty, and this is her newest palette, the Mercury Retrograde palette. I know it's not like super new, but it's the last palette she came out with. I am so in love with this palette. I did tell you guys in my other video where I showed you guys all the majority of these products, how I apply them, because it's my like go-to everyday look. And I use this palette. I did tell you guys in the like little quick review portion that these eyeshadows are more of a dry formula, and that was different for me from all her palettes. But all you have to do to fix that issue is take your time blending it. So if you just take the color and think that you're just going to apply it in your crease, boom, you're good to go. If you do it that quick, it will get patchy. If you take your time and pack the color and blend it softly, blend it, take your time to blend it, there's no issue. Like, it won't be patchy. So I still really love those eyeshadows. I mean, come on, this color, you think I was not gonna like it? It's a gorgeous palette. I love it. Now I do have something to mention today. I am wearing it on one eye because I am working on a dupe video for you guys. I'm testing out another palette that's similar to this one. Now let me know if you guys don't mind seeing dupe videos that aren't really a good dupe. In my opinion, it's not a good dupe. It's a good alternative because it kind of gives the look of the colors, but they're not like, you know, pretty spot on like we've had like I've had in other dupe videos for other palettes. This one I would say is more like a good alternative just because it's more affordable and you can kind of get that look of the colors in the palette, but the formulas and certain colors are definitely different from that palette than from this one. So let me know in the comments down below if you guys would still like to see that video, because I know dupes are such a controversial thing now here. I am already like, I have thick skin for that because I feel like not everyone wants to spend 60 or X amount of dollars, or not everyone can spend X amount of dollars on an eyeshadow palette, and they would very much appreciate to know of dupes or alternatives that are much more affordable, you know, that they can buy because, you know, they just can't or don't want to spend that amount of money, which is why I like to look for dupes, because I totally understand. And you know, over the years I can say I've been taking the heat for a lot of my dupe videos, especially the ones that become more popular with time. This next product is a product that, oh my gosh, I don't know why it took so long to try it, but I am obsessed. So I know all the rage right now are liquid eyeshadows, but these products are like a dry liquid eyeshadow. So going back to kind of like glitter, but to me this is like a pigment with a lot of little glitter sparkles, and they're so beautiful. If you've watched any of my past videos, my eyes have been like super sparkly. Like, this has been my go-to look with like sparkle in the lid, and these are the products I have been using. They're the Artist Couture Diamond Lights Finishers, which look like this. I have a baby one and I have a full-size one. The full-size one came in a kit that I bought. That was a collaboration that Orpha did with Artist Couture. She chose her favorite products from the brand, and I am obsessed with everything that she chose because literally all the products are in this favorites. But these are just so beautiful. Like, I cannot get enough of these. Basically, they come in a little pot, kind of like, you know, like glitter, but it does have a pigment. So let me show you. This is what it looks like. It's not like, I don't know, it's a little different. And then once you swatch it, kind of like the eyeshadows melt with a little flecks of color or whatever. And as you can see, look at that sparkle. You can tell much better from far away. And they just sparkle absolutely freaking beautiful. I love this product so much. Whenever I do a look like this, as you can see, I already have a like a shimmery shade on the lid, but it's not as shimmery as I would like it to be. Then I go in with this, and this just like, poof, it's an explosion of beautiful sparkles, and in the best way possible. I love these so much. I definitely want to pick up all the colors. I have two of them. This is a color Icy Girl, and this one over here is Spotlight Glitz, which is more like a pinky rose gold shade. Beautiful. Like, these, so good. And then the lip combo that I've been doing recently, which I know is so extra and dramatic because it's like a 4-step lip combo, but I've been loving this so much. So I use the ColourPop and Becky G lip liner, and this is in the color Muñeca. This is such a gorgeous lip liner. It's a more of a brownish taupey nude, and I really like it. It looks beautiful. I like to do it a little bit deep because I like to go in with the Artist Couture Uncensored 2.0 gloss, and this is actually a pigmented gloss. It's the first one that I've used that I actually love, and as you can see, it has a lot of pigment. It looks like an orangey nude. I don't know, it just pairs so well with that lip liner. And then when I apply that all over my lips, I go in with this color, which is Climax, and these have the most beautiful little gold sparkles. Oh my gosh, this color is gorgeous. This is like a peachy color with a lot of gold sparkles. It's gorgeous. I like to wear that one on its own as well. And then after I do those, I do this little baby one that I got in I forgot. Oh, in that same kit from Orpha. This is the color Sugar Baby, and I apply that just in the center, and it just gives it a little extra something. I know, so extra, but I love it. And this is more of a pinky gloss, which is why I feel like it gives that look on my lips, like they're juicier and a little bit bigger. I don't know. I have just been pairing these 4 colors together, and they look beautiful on the lips. I love this combo so much. I have been obsessed with these Artist Couture products so much lately, and I want more of everything. I really do. And the last product, which is the one I'm wearing today, is the liquid lipstick from Pop Beauty. And I showed you guys a few months back that they sent me a PR package of these products, these liquid lipsticks. This is the color Razzle Rose, and I had never tried them, but I was so excited to, and I was so excited to receive PR from them. And I have been loving the formula. This is the color I'm wearing today. It's so beautiful. You guys know this is my everyday color. I love the packaging because you can see it has some lips on there, and they all like show the color that is in the tube, which I think that is so freaking cute. And then something that I really like about the formula is that it feels like I'm not wearing anything. Like, this is a very thin formula, and I like that a lot because it's super comfortable. I don't feel it drying on the lips at all, and it's just beautiful. Anyways, that's basically it for the favorites, and the only disappointment, I'm actually wearing on my eyes right now. Yes, these lashes are going to be, today we're going to be like the end of me. These are the Lily lashes. They're the limited edition faux mink lashes. I've never had a harder time applying eyelashes than I have with these, and it's just not this one time. It's been every time I've tried to apply them. More than a couple of times I was just like, you know what, F it. I'm not wearing them. I'm not struggling with them anymore. And mind you, this is after like 20-25 minutes of trying to just apply one lash and get it to stick. I don't know if they don't like my dual lash glue, because no matter how much glue I apply, like, they're just like, no, we're not sticking. We are not sticking. This one's kind of actually flying from the corner, and I applied more glue, and it was just like, no. Like, I know I'm not a beginner at applying lashes, in case anyone's like, well, you just don't know how to apply lashes. Like, I've practiced so much applying lashes so that I can get them on right, and I can really apply lashes on right. Of course, sometimes we have those, or sometimes there's times my eyes are watery and my inner corners are like a little lifted, but this is next level. Like, half of the lash is lifted, and it just does not want to stick no matter what. There's a little too stiff, I guess. I don't know what it is. Like, they just don't work on my eyes, and they're just a hot mess. These are just not for me. This is a style, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Jaya, whatever the style is. These are my disappointment of January. And that's basically it for my favorites and disappointments. In the comments down below, let me know what was your most favorite product of January and your most least favorite product, or your least favorite product of January. I always like to know what you guys like, what you guys don't like what I share. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and like always, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.